quick. Let me check if my stream audio is fine. It should be. Oh, of course. Ugh. Sorry. It's been a pretty good day. I'm gonna stop talking for a minute just to make sure that you know, I'm actually streaming. And of course, my phone that I watch the stream on to make sure everything's right and working fine, uh, just decides not to connect to the Wi-Fi. So, that's always fun. And oh, you gotta be kidding. I'll just do it on something else real quick. 1 minute. That, gosh darn it. I'm so sorry that usually it's easier. But, of course, when I decide to stream, like I've been watching YouTube on my phone all morning, but the one time when I decide to stream is a time where it just doesn't want to connect to the internet. And I also gotta connect this phone to a, alright. So, I'm not gonna be checking chat as much today. I'm not sure if I'll get any views on this video, but I don't care. So, if you guys don't know what this game is, this is gonna be a couple disclaimers. This game is called Rec Room, and I'm playing on PlayStation. I don't have a VR headset, so I'm just playing, with controls. Sorry about these down here. About it, yeah, about showing controls. Just for like, the drill. If you watch my streams, you know that the beginning of every stream I show that my music is muted. This game has some good music. Just I don't want to get in trouble for it. As well as I'm gonna be playing some maps made by other people. I'm not sure if the music cancels out in there, so if you hear any music throughout this thing, it's not mine. I haven't made any music yet. It all goes out to the creators and the owners of the music. And with those disclaimers, let's get into the video. So, how are you guys doing today? I'm doing pretty good. I'm gonna find like a parkour map to play, but if you clicked on this video, you should be able to tell that this is a story time. Now, I'm not sure how long the stream is going to be. I have a decent amount of time, and if the stream starts running a little short, I may just like do another stream later. But so far it's been a great Friday. I mean, I didn't even have my last 2 hours of the day, and I finished all my homework at second hours, so. Wait, I think it's. Am I spelling it wrong? Okay, no, I wasn't. Um, I'm pretty sure the person that appeared to be in the stream was myself, so I'm just gonna pick whatever one I want to do out of this playlist. I'll do. This one looks pretty cool by Mythic Impulse. Uh, am I not able to play it? Let me try one more time. Well, that didn't work. Yeah, just see, it would have showed up like this. I'll just play this one by Brody Games Plays YT. I guess go check him out if you want. Uh, yeah, so you may hear some noises in the background. It's just because my dogs are in my room. Um, no biggie there. I'm sure that anybody who joins the stream or knows about my channel doesn't hate animals, so I think I should be good. Um, and I think that's all that's maybe in the background. Just give it a minute. If I have to start talking really weird, that's because I might hear music. Let me just reassure that I have my music down. Okay, because sometimes games will have it where it's like it only works in certain areas. The bunk hammer, the yeet hammer, the delete hammer. Wait, I can just. Aw, gosh darn it. Cancel. Wait, can I just pick up the bunk hammer? Well. Oh, can I play with these? Okay, that's kind of unfair. How are you gonna charge for that? I could just go play it, whatever. Let me. I is the game started? I'm sorry. A little bit of I don't know if I can say disclaimer here again. Just a warning. I haven't played this game in I think 2 months. I just came back to it because I'm like, it sounds cool. I might want to make something because honestly, I'd check out Rec Room. For the most part, I know is it's free on everything other than Nintendo. I haven't checked that, so don't quote me on it. As well as like, it's personally just a really fun game to just chill. Like me and my friends, back when we played this a lot, it was like, oh, it was just such a good time whenever we played it. Going to different places. I think one time we there's just like, one of my favorite things to do in this game is the bar fight, but I'll get out of that. Um, that's just what's gonna be happening. Um, yeah. I mean, that's really it. I'm just gonna be doing the parkour, having some fun, getting through this. I'm probably gonna die a bunch. So, of course. So today, oh wait, welcome to Sky Parkour, the obvious 37 levels, all of which are possible. Cheering, from the angle I was on, it looked like an N. Cheering is the easiest and cheapest way to support me. You know what? I'm doing a video on your map. I'll just cheer. There we go. So, yeah. Okay, so some context on today's story. The There's gonna be, I think there was 4 main characters. Every time I say someone, I'm gonna have like a different name for them. Uh, so I have 2 of my friends are brothers. Their names are Dylan and Vincent. Those are some pretty good names if I've ever come up with some myself. So Dylan and Vincent. Then we have me. I'll just say me. There's really no point. It's told from first person. I'm sure you can figure out which parts are my turn. Um, and then I'm trying to think. No, there's 5 main people that we're talking about. So it was me, Dylan, and Vincent, and then we also had brother and sister. Uh, the sister's name is uh, but I feel like it should start with an M. Uh, Michaela. How about that? There's a bunch of girls named Michaela. And then the brother of the sister is named Mr. K. We'll just say that. None of us are above the age of 18 yet. So, just to let you know, I only said that because Mr. is usually referred to as a adult. And so, me, Dylan, and Vincent were over at Mr. K and what's it called? Michaela's house. And so basically, this was around New Year's, I think, of last year. Um, and some context for this. So, if there's like some younger viewers, I'm sorry for this, but I can't really hide it. It sort of really makes like Okay, so basically what I'm trying to say is if there's some younger audience, you may want to like close your ears for a couple seconds because you may not want to hear what these next couple things are because it's kind of messed up. So the first one's not as messed up. Basically, like when me and Olivia, oh god damn it, I mean Michaela were younger. Uh, basically we at her house, Michaela and I would go digging in her yard. Because, I don't know, that's just something we did as kids. I'm not sure if that's like popular. And basically we what's it called? When we were kids, we found like these polished like bits of marble that were in the ground. Now, the reason why I'm including this is because I don't know if they were like grave markers. And yeah, we dug up a bunch of like marble. And it was weird because it's like they had no markings on them, but they looked like they were polished. So it wasn't like we just found them in the ground. If anybody sees this and knows like, oh my God, you're an idiot, please tell me because I don't really know why polished marble was in the ground. I don't really think that's a common thing because it was cut. It wasn't like the edges, like say this top bit was polished and then this like lighter bit, because it's just an angle. This lighter bit was like rough, but it was still flat on both like sides, top and bottom. So, if I'm just being an idiot, which I don't believe I am, because, it's marble, I know that they get it from the earth, and I know that it doesn't come out smooth and polished, so. I'm just assuming that they might have been, like, unmarked graves, or, like, okay. I don't know how to explain it, like, graves that they have a marker, but they haven't been, like, written on or chiseled to have the names, the date of birth, the date they died. Basically, normal grave heads. So, that's one thing that this could have been. Second thing that this could have been was, and this is where I would very much encourage you that if you do not like hearing more sad things, or you don't really like hearing about like, people doing bad things to themselves. This is where I encourage you to skip. Um, basically, uh, Michaela had this neighbor who used to live across from them, or somewhere around them, I'm not sure where. But basically, this happened around Halloween time. I'm not sure how many years ago, but I know it was at least like 3. Basically, this man had hung himself in his front yard. And the problem with it was the police didn't think it was a man who committed, sewer slide. They thought it was a man who, well, they thought it was a Halloween decoration. Like, they had no clue. But the only reason they found out it was actually a person was because a little bit after this happened, like, it was, the months passed and it got to the point where it's like, I think it was near the end of November, maybe early November, when they realized, like, man, everybody around them has had their Halloween decorations taken down. Why do they still have theirs up? And you can get where I'm going from here. Basically, he had hung himself. They didn't really understand that it wasn't just a decoration. So, yeah, that could be the second suspect. So, like I said, this story takes place when it was like around New Year's. So me, Dylan, Vincent, what was it, Mr. K, and Michaela we're all at her house. You know, we were celebrating, having a good time. Uh, and it was all for the most part going really good. We were playing a bunch of fun games, like we were playing, tag, hide and seek. We were playing. At one point, Michaela's friend, we'll just call her Audrey, came over, and she, I don't know, she just started playing with us, I guess. Well, no, me and Dylan and Vincent and Mr. K decided that we wanted to hide from the girls. And well, so it went a like I was really good at it. I'm not trying to be like, oh, they just completely were horrible. But like my problem was we decided basically next to Michaela's house there's a little parking lot. Well, sort of. Okay, so imagine there's a black square is a house. To the left of it you have the driveway, and then you have the garage back here, like a really big area, and then you have some more fence right here. The main entrance was like right here, and basically we uh we were hiding by some parked cars right here, and the girls were looking for us. They were like over here at the time, so they couldn't see us while we were hiding. But the issue with it was, so I figured out a really good spot. I was hiding behind one of the tires, so the girls couldn't find us even if they wanted to, because, they'd have to go around every single car. And they almost missed me. But the problem was, Dylan and Vincent didn't have a good idea because they decided, hey, let's just stay out right where they can see us. Because okay, no, I'll give them some credit. They did try to hide a little, but basically they're like their feet were sticking out like from the tire. So really it was basically just I was almost completely hidden. And yeah, they just were pretty much giving me away. So we had some fun. We played some hide and seek. I think we tried to play Ghost in the Graveyard, and then Mr. K got really scared because he was the youngest out of all of us at the time. Uh, basically, we went through and, we had a good time. We were chilling. Uh, at one point, some vanilla wafers. If you've ever had any of those, like, little cookies, they're so good. I just haven't had any in a long time. Uh, some point throughout the night, those got brought out, and everybody ate all of them. That was a fun time because those taste so good. Uh, but as it was getting later into the night, like the parents were, let's just say they were drinking some over 18, well, no, 21 and over drinks that young kids should not drink. So, they were acting as if they had got off of the silly string, if you catch my drift. Uh, you know what I mean. They were, having some fun, and us kids were like, I mean, basically because they were drinking that, whatever, however you want to describe that substance, uh, us kids were starting to realize that we may just have a sleepover. And if you've never had that, like, feeling where it's like, oh, we may not have to go home because, this so and so is happening and we may get a sleepover. If you've ever had that feeling as a kid, that's like the best feeling ever. Because you get to see your friends for way longer, you get to stay up having fun. So because they're drinking, it's like real early in the morning, and I kid you not, I'm not trying to be like those, people who are like, oh, it was so paranormal, there was ghosts coming out of the toilet. No, it was real early in the morning. It was, believe it or not, I think it was 3:20 a.m. We were outside having fun. At the time, they had a boat in their yard, and so we were playing hide and seek. We were chilling in it, acting as if we were, on the SS Friendship. If you know where that game's from, leave it in the comments below. I'd love to see if you know where that's from. And, we're chilling. We're having a good time. And, so we decided to go play hide and seek tag. Now, we don't really like playing this as much because, a bunch of the kids in our group has asthma. I have asthma, but, like, not as severe. Are you kidding me? Did I just complete the course? Okay, I'm just gonna redo it. Wait, what? What's this? Ooh, never mind. I'll just shoot some hoops. So, basically, we're not good at it because, America and all that. I'm sure if you get what I'm saying, you'll understand. So, we're hiding, we're having a good time. At one point, all of us have been found. We're just out in the open. And, it was weird because a couple of my buddies and I, like, we were hiding. They have, like, back in this area, there's, like, a little, place. I'm not gonna get into detail, but, it's pretty cool. You can hide by it. It's like a tiny shed almost. And we were hiding back there, and we started seeing some really, like, weird things happening. And so we started getting nervous because, they have, like, another shed, like, I'd say maybe 50 feet away. And, the door was opening and closing by itself. Now, we knew that it did that when there was, like, some stronger winds. But, the problem was, it wasn't windy. Like, and this we're kid, we're older than we like little kids, so we're not just getting scared irrationally. We can feel when there's actual wind. It's just for some odd reason there was no wind and the door was open and closing. So at this point we're getting scared. We're like, okay, there's either some crazy psychopath, the neighbor's kid in there, which is probably even scarier than a psychopath now that I think of it, and or there could be a ghost. So we're getting nervous, so we all regroup, uh, near, what's it called? We all regroup near the side of the house and start talking. When, I kid you not, we see this, I don't even know how to describe it. It's just like a tall, slender character in like a pitch black, standing in the middle of the yard. And at this point, my pants have let's just say their load is carrying more than it had a couple minutes ago. And it's getting real scary up in there because, like, thinking about it. Wait, what? Basically, I'm getting scared. And so we all run back into the house. Now, as the age we were, it was more of a, we're not scared right now. We're just terrified. Okay, and, usually people in this scenario would be little babies and just run away. And, see, the thing that happened was, we didn't run away. We ran inside and grabbed, I kid you not, because it was 4th of July, there was a bunch of food and junk. Basically, we went in there and grabbed some, what's it called? Some plastic utensils. Yes, see, you think, oh my god, plastic utensils, what are you gonna do with that? What do you even mean? You loyal viewer. What, you consider our skills as not superior to those that of ancient Roman warriors? You don't think I can, I don't know, kill Zeus himself with a fucking plastic spoon? I mean, what are you even doing in this friggin', what's it called? Wait, how do I dance again? I wanted to look at myself. There we go. Like, how do you not even think that me? Yeah, look at me. How do you not even think that I can, go shwa shwa, shwa 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 shwa, shwa 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 shwa, shwa, to a friggin' ancient demon? Like, what are you even doing at this point? I mean, look, I guess this is better time than any to say, hit that like button and subscribe to see more of my content. Also, leave a like. Oh, wait, I think I already said like. Uh, yeah, still do it. And go in the comment section and leave a comment saying what kind of stories you'd like to hear next, as well as what games you'd like to play. I'm very desperate. Alrighty, so let's get back into it. So, all of us kids arm ourselves. Now, the dumb kids, okay, Vincent, what's his face? Vincent and Dylan. Vincent and Dylan pick up, some plastic knives. Uh, Michaela, I think, was just, gonna chill on the couch. Uh, Mr. K was just gonna, do whatever, I think. I don't think he was gonna fight. And I picked the most superior of weapons known to mankind. I mean, I think that it, like, the Geneva Convention probably, outlawed using this weapon in war because it's just so deadly. I pick up a plastic spoon. Yeah, you heard it here, folks. I know, I know. Mr. Gangster out here with his plastic spoon, gonna come and steal your gummy bears. Uh, I'm just kidding, no. Basically, my idea in my head was, you know what, screw it. I'm gonna have some fun with this if we're all getting friggin' terrified. So, it was pretty fun. I picked up my spoon and, I went outside again. All the parents were freaking out, like, oh my god, he has a spoon. And then all those other kids have, just plastic knives, whatever. That's not gonna do nothing but a spoon. So, I'm not gonna lie. I was having some fun with my spoon. I was flipping in my hand as if I was some crappy CSGO person. Um, I get some TF2 animations up in here. Like, I mean, honestly, that nobody was getting that spoon out of my hand. Not after all the hand motions I had done. So basically, we're just chilling. My friends are like looking up how to kill a demon, and I'm like, if it was a demon, it wouldn't be outside. As well as if it was a demon, I'm sure it already got what it wanted if it reveals itself to us. So, basically, I'm just chilling there, and I'm like, okay, whatever. If you want to think it's a demon, go ahead. I'm just gonna go back and, I'm gonna go see what it is. So, as soon as I step outside, I immediately am terrified. Cause I'm out here with my plastic spoon, acting like I'm some sort of fucking, TF2 player who has been grinding the game for hours on end. And, basically, what happens is, the thing is a lot closer this time. And no, I wasn't a tiny little kid at this time. It wasn't like, oh, I'm just scared of the darkness. No, we were like maybe 12 to 13, so not very long ago. Heck, maybe even 14 at this point. I mean, that's really close, but actually no, yeah, I was 13. My friends were all 12, 11, 10 and 8. I'm pretty sure. I think that's how it goes. I'm not sure, don't quote me on that. But basically, I'm going out there with my plastic spoon ready to, fucking start some warfare. And I see this thing like super close to me. And now at first I was scared, but I'm like, you know what? It's not moving close to me. It's just a lot closer than it was. So, I'm chilling. Oh my god, I am so crazy. I just threw a ball through the floor. And now it's just rolling down there. I can see it. But, it was crazy. So, I'm just like, okay, whatever, maybe it's just trying to use scare tactics on us. And then, okay, you may not believe it or not. I know this sounds cliche, but I saw him holding in his arm. Like, you know how the parents will like they'll be standing up like my character's doing, and then like they'll have their arm like down here around like their child or someone like that they're guarding or something. I'm sure you've seen like this sort of action. Basically, the guy is no joke holding a little girl in a white dress and has black hair covering her face. Now, at this point, I'm like, I've played enough horror games to know that if I stay out here, nothing good's coming from it. So, I'm getting friggin' terrified. So, I run back inside screaming. The parents don't care, they're watching a movie at this point. And all the kids are just sitting there. At a time, I don't know why, but they're listening to, if you've ever heard this song called Flamingo. It's, in my opinion, it's not very good. But, everyone has their own opinion, I guess. Basically, they're sitting there listening to that, and so I tell them what happened, and now they're all freaking out. And I mean that's really the end of the story. I know that you guys want to hear some climax like, "Oh, they came inside." Well, there is a tiny little part of it that you may want to hear. So, but before I go any further, I just wanted to tell you, no, this wasn't the same night. Basically, the rest of that night went as follows. We all stayed the night at Michaela's house. It wasn't too horrible, we all went to sleep fairly fine, and it was pretty good. We woke up and had waffles for breakfast. But, so I think a little bit after this, it was like basically me and Michaela were getting a little bit closer, if you catch my drift. We were not only just friends, or at least we were at this point, we were just really, really, really close friends. And so, me and her are chilling in her bed, we're watching YouTube on her phone because, we were just bored. And basically, she had this mirror in her closet. Like, at the end of her bed was like, I don't know, maybe 5 feet of space, maybe even less than that. And then there was just like, there was just a little closet area. It didn't have a door, it just like, that's where she kept like her dresser. She had like all of her toys. And among her like, she had a mirror, or I guess maybe not toys, it was probably makeup. I just never went through her stuff. Basically, like among those stuff on there was a mirror, and so a little previous to me seeing the mirror, like I'd seen the mirror, I wasn't scared of it, but at this point was like me and her were just chilling, the lights were off, and so I saw the mirror earlier, it just wasn't as scary because, you know, lights are on and the TV was blaring. So we're just sitting there, and I look at our feet. I don't know why, and I shit you not, there was a little girl's face in that mirror pointing at me. And now, I know that sounds cliche. I'm trying not to make it sound like it's, you know, one of those just stories people get for views. But this actually happened, and I always thought that these sort of stories were cliche before they happen. That's why I keep saying that. But when it happened, I'm like, you know what? Fuck my skepticism. I'm not gonna deal with this shit. So I don't mention it to her, because I was actually kind of happy because, you know, I've never really had, you know, this sort of experience with a girl. I've never been, you know, watching videos on her phone. I know, the most romantic. You know, you could say your boy is, you know, Maurice. But, basically, I don't mention it to her because not only that, I don't want her to start freaking out and getting, like, terrified in her own home. Because I also forgot to mention, and I know I keep adding things on, but that's because I forgot of the details. Not only does she have, what's it called? Like, we found, like, polished bits of marble and people have died near her house. Not only that, what's it called? Her house was located near a graveyard. It just keeps adding on, and I bet by now people who watch this video, even in the future, are gonna be like, oh, he's just lying for the views. I friggin', you can check what day I'm making this, and you can check my previous videos. I do not get enough viewers to put this up so I get more views. If I really wanted views, I'd probably make some clickbait like friggin' Fortnite thumbnail. But I'm not. I kid you not. She lived near a graveyard and all this is happening, which sort of makes it seem more legit because if you don't know, graveyards, you know, tend to have souls because sometimes the spirits don't leave their body. They stay attached because that may be the only thing they can attach to. Or maybe they just like themselves and, you know, just want to see what they look like beyond the grave. You know, no disrespect. And, so, you know, that's pretty much the scary story for the video. I mean, if you want to hear other stories, I'll definitely, you know, uh, if you want to hear more like scary stories, leave it in the comments. If you want to hear like funny stories or just any stories, you know, I like listening to stories. I understand. That's why I'm making this video. I've also been kind of bored as well, so really, there's nothing really other than that. I'm just chilling at home. Like I said, I just had a lot of time today because I didn't have two of my classes today. And I sort of felt like it would be better just to get my stream out early so I have more time tonight to have some fun. Trying to think. So, again, I'm gonna just say sorry about like the GTA thing. I'm trying not to be like a little sappy person. Like I've already said, there's not enough people on my channel. I think people will get worried if I don't do what I say. I mean, I hope one day, maybe, but not right now. Basically, I just like to say I'm sorry because, you know, uh, I haven't made any real promises yet that I haven't kept. And those of you who still watch my videos, I'm sure don't want to leave because I'm an asshole. So, yeah, sorry about the GTA thing. As well as other things, because I'm sure that wouldn't have worked out too well. I mean, if you watch the video, it's literally me explaining, like, hey, I'm barely even gonna post about this stuff because, whatever. So that's I mean honestly I don't think the GTA thing would have even worked out. But I appreciate you for watching to the end of the video. If you do say noodles. No, no, no. If you made it to the end of the video, comment noodles without nutrition facts. I think that's kind of fitting here, and I would really appreciate if you subscribed. It helps the channel. Leave a like so that way it reaches out to more people. Hopefully, more future subscribers. Like if you left a comment telling me how you like this video and what kind of stuff you'd like to see next. And with that, I'm going to end the stream. I hope all of you have a nice Friday, or whenever you watch this, I hope you have a nice day. And I will most likely not be posting something I've like obviously eventually, yeah, but basically, I mean, I don't know if I've already said this, but it's been an idea in my head for a little bit. Uh, Basically, since I don't have a lot of people watching, and they don't really expect content, the people who do, I'm just gonna say like, hey, uh, I'm just gonna reserve the weekends for me, 'cause doing YouTube's fun. Now, I mean, there's always a possibility I might do a stream or might do a video, and if I do, I mean, great for you guys, I guess, who want to see my content. Uh, I thank you, but I'm just gonna say there's no guarantee on me ever posting on weekends. I, like I said, I like to take those for personal time, chilling with the boys, having some fun. Um, as well as like, yeah, that's really about it. If you see any content on the weekends, just please enjoy it then. That's probably because I was either really bored and, thought it would just be better just to post something, or, whatever. Maybe I just posted because I felt like it. So, with that, I know I've already done the outro, so I'm not gonna do it again. Have a nice day. There's a nice blinding sunlight with some chopsticks. And have a nice day. Later.